Elden Campbell spent 15 years in the NBA, a champion, a veteran, a 6'11" defensive force who lined up next to legends. But on the night of December 1st, something happened along a quiet stretch of Florida coastline that nobody can explain. Because just after sunset, a call came in. An unresponsive man lying next to a jet ski, washed up against the sand, not moving. And when deputies arrived, they realized the person on that beach wasn't just another tourist, it was Elden Campbell. And the mystery of what happened in those final moments has stunned everyone. His family, the NBA, and fans across the world.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes. I'm at the beach right now. I was just sitting down, and something pulls up on the shore, and it looks like a casket, and it looks like a human body on the floor, like dead. I didn't get close to it, but I put on my camera and I zoomed in, and I was zooming in. It looked like a dead person on the floor in a white casket.
Okay, so you're saying a white casket came up on shore from the ocean?
Yes. Yes. As I'm sitting down, just meditating, looking up, my girlfriend looks to the side, and she sees something black swinging. So we get curious. Well, I get curious, and I go up to see it, but I don't get too close. And then as soon as I get close, I get on my phone and I zoom in with the camera, and it looks like a casket. But as I went back, and then I went back to a second, and when I zoomed in more, when you look next to it, it looks like a human body laying down on the floor.
Okay, where exactly are you located? Okay, and that's where you saw it at the sandbar?
No. It's on like the actual beach, like washed up onto the shore.
Just after 8 p.m., emergency crews reached a darkened stretch of Pompano Beach. The report was simple: a man unresponsive near the shoreline. But what they found didn't look simple at all. Campbell's body was lying beside a jet ski, the waves pushing water up around him. The scene described by one witness as strange, almost surreal, like he was lying in a white casket formed by the surf and sand. Officials moved quickly, but by 8:03 p.m., Campbell was pronounced gone. No witnesses, no crash, no signs of a fight, just a former NBA champion, alone on the beach in a moment that made no sense. And the question everyone immediately asked was simple: how does a 6'11", physically strong, experienced adult suddenly drown during a casual evening on the water? What makes this story even more heartbreaking is what Elden was doing that day. He wasn't partying. He wasn't out with the crowd. He wasn't doing anything dangerous. He was fishing, his favorite thing in the world, his peace, his escape, his routine. Earlier that afternoon, his sister said everything was normal. No health problems, no warning signs, no reason to think anything was wrong. He wasn't sick, she told reporters. It was all of a sudden, and that's what makes this so chilling. This wasn't a long struggle or a medical situation people saw coming. He was fine. He was outdoors. He was doing something he loved. And then everything changed in a single moment. 2 days later, officials in Florida released the official report, and the conclusion shocked everyone who heard it. Accidental drowning, no foul play suspected, no evidence of a crime, no signs of an impact or struggle, just a sudden, tragic drowning. The Broward County Sheriff's Office did confirm the investigation is still open, standard procedure in an unexpected death, but at this point, nothing indicates that anything sinister happened. Still, the situation raised questions across social media. Could the jet ski have malfunctioned? Did he fall? Was there a sudden medical event? Did the tide or current catch him off guard? Authorities have not answered those questions yet and may never be able to fully reconstruct that moment. But what we do know is this: Elden Campbell was alone. He was fishing, and he never made it back home. To understand why this loss hit so hard, you have to understand who Elden Campbell really was. At 6'11", he was intimidating on the court. But off the court, everyone described him the same way: gentle, loyal, disciplined, a man of faith, a family anchor. His family released a powerful statement. Elden was a man of God, generous, funny, disciplined, and kind. He passed doing what he loved, fishing out on the ocean, enjoying his idea of an ideal day. A husband, a father, a brother, a friend. To many former teammates, he wasn't just a big man in the paint. He was a steady presence who kept locker rooms grounded. Magic Johnson said it best: he was such a gentle soul. And that's why this loss feels so heavy. Because when someone this stable, this healthy, and this grounded disappears suddenly, people can't help but pause. Before the NBA world was mourning his loss, Elden Campbell was one of the most promising big men of the early 90s. He dominated at Clemson. He blocked shots like it was nothing. And in 1990, the Los Angeles Lakers drafted him in the first round, expecting him to help carry the franchise into its next era. He didn't talk loud. He didn't chase spotlight. He just played, day after day, year after year, through roster changes, coaching changes, even franchise changes. Elden became known as one thing: reliable, and reliability is rare in pro sports. After the Lakers, Campbell became a veteran presence for teams that needed toughness inside. Charlotte, New Orleans, Seattle, New Jersey, wherever he went, teammates respected him. Coaches trusted him. Fans appreciated him. He wasn't trying to be a superstar. He just wanted to win. And eventually, he did exactly that. In 2004, Elden Campbell reached the pinnacle every NBA player dreams of. He won an NBA championship with the Detroit Pistons, one of the toughest, hardest-working defensive squads in history. He wasn't the face of the franchise, he wasn't the main scorer, but he was part of the backbone. And when he finally held that trophy, the moment symbolized everything people respected about him: quiet strength, consistency, heart, longevity, dedication. He earned that ring the hard way through headlines. When news of Elden Campbell's passing broke, tributes flooded the internet. Former teammates, fans, organizations, legends, all stunned, all confused, all hurting. Because this wasn't a slow decline. This wasn't expected. This wasn't anything anyone imagined for him. And even though officials say there's no foul play, the unanswered questions remain. What caused him to drown? Did something malfunction? Did a sudden wave hit? Was it a medical emergency? Was he trying to get back on the jet ski? Authorities may eventually fill in some details, but right now, the world is left with a painful truth. A beloved NBA champion, a gentle family man, a respected veteran is gone in a moment that feels unreal. Elden Campbell leaves behind a wife, 4 children, and 3 siblings. He leaves behind teammates who admired him, fans who respected him, and a legacy built on humility and strength. He also leaves behind a final message, one his family put into words: he passed doing what he loved. And maybe that's the small comfort inside this tragedy. Not the mystery, not the headlines, but the simple truth that he spent his last day in a place he enjoyed, at peace, in a moment that made him happy. Rest in peace to Elden Campbell, a champion, a gentle soul, and a man whose impact will be remembered long after the questions fade.